some tech difficulties right now.
All right.
I consent to being live streamed.
I consent as well.
I'm okay with it.
Right, they're tracking us anyway, right?
It's consensual.
Yeah.
On the record.
On the record, exactly. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining the TCE Live Supercross Watch Party. I'm Dave Drakes, of course, and with me, I've got some heavy hitters. I'm stoked. We're going to be talking about all things moto, Seattle, the season, what these guys got going on, and it's a plethora of things, trust me. We got the one and only Mr. Jeff Crutcher, team principal and everything else. We're stoked. I'm pumped to have him. You guys have seen him before. We also have the critically acclaimed New England's finest, Mr. Tyler MacAdams, in the house. You guys have not, been too lost without him last couple of weeks, I imagine. Dude's been killing it lately, and he's been on quite a bit over the past couple of years. And we have our first time guest on here, which it should have been many moons ago that he hopped on. But we've got master trainer to the stars, Mr. Moto Academy. We've got the one and only James Manni. What's up, brother?
What's up, dude? Does my mic work?
Your mic's working perfect. That camera's solid too. Look at you.
Check this thing out. Look at this.
Oh, okay.
Is that the blue?
It's the blue ball. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
How does that thing work? Is that pretty
Blue ball?
solid?
I just got it. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta get one, dude. I'm not liking mine too much.
Sounds like you're sitting right next to me.
Right on your lap, buddy.
Yeah.
Like always.
He's in here with me. All right, let's do it.
I love it. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. As always, we're going to talk all things moto. And of course, this is all brought to you by the great people at FXR Racing. They've been supporting us through thick and thin, helping us look kitted, helping us look good on the track, which is very hard to do, especially when I'm the rider. But if they can make me look good, they can make you look good too. Check them out. We've got our sponsor logo, sponsor promo codes right below so that you guys can save a bunch of money on your gear. Shout out to Flow Vision Goggles, EVS Power Sports. Shout out to Evans Power Coolant, and of course, Overshare Advice and Planning. We've got a lot of good things in store for you guys. We're going to do a quick roundtable just in case you haven't heard of these guys, which I know you have. So sit back and get comfortable. We'll start with you, Mr. Jeff Crutcher. Give us a quick 30-second intro on all things Mr. Rip and Ruts.
Well, I don't have a stopwatch to time me on 30 seconds, but I'm the team principal of Rip and Ruts Cycle Zone KTM. My Instagram name is Rip and Ruts, so instead of naming the team Jeff Crutcher Cycle Zone KTM or JCR, I wanted to stick with the brand identity. I have a two-man team of Cheyenne Harmon and Guillaume St. Cyr. We do 250 East, and we're in our third year of operation, first year of 250 SX East, and I'm the head honcho, the El Jefe.
Love that. Love it. Mr. James Manni, what you got for us, man? Who are you? And why do you look so familiar to so many people?
Dude, I definitely don't have that caliber of an intro. That's pretty solid. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm working for the Moto Academy. Passion is to just train kids, and I race outdoors as well, so I'll be doing that this year. But yeah, man, that's it. I'm here because I love Dave Drake. So
we love you too, James Manni. Yeah, you guys can see James all over the Moto Academy app. This dude is in the app, training and helping kids get so much better, and it's phenomenal. The dude is an absolute gem. We love having him on. And of course, last but not least, it's Tyler MacAdams. Ty, talk to the people, man.
Well, if you got an hour, we can talk. No, I'm just kidding. But, as everybody knows, I like to talk, so that's why I had a podcast for about 3 years, and just kind of highlighting the locals out here in New England. And I believe James and I even did a podcast episode one year. I'm just a regular dude. I got a GoPro. I put on my helmet, and I post stuff up on Instagram and YouTube, and I just have a good time on a dirt bike. And I'm like anybody else. I love the sport, and I have a passion for helping others and racing dirt bikes. And it's very basic, but it's very important to me in my life. So
absolutely love it. Ty's a gem, dude. We met Ty a couple years ago. He was one of our interns in the program, and dude just absolutely freaking kills it. with everything that he does, from racing to training to the podcast. It's sick. And yeah, I'm stoked to have these guys on. And we have a gate drop. We've been racing for about 3 minutes. We've got the first 250 heat for the West. We were East for a while, which was getting nice because the times of the start of the race were much more favorable. But the West guys deserve some love too. So shout out to Mumford out front on that PC ride. He's pretty new to this whole deal. I'll start with you, James. Dude, PC has had a black cloud over them for the last couple of years, dude. What's going on with them?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the sport's dangerous, yeah, but it just seems like everyone that hops on a pro circuit Kawasaki has not made it that long. So
yeah, it's pretty sketchy. I mean, Jeff, from a team principal perspective, like what sort of mental anguish do you think Mitch Payton's going through every year, seeing these guys just get knocked off the bike time and time again?
Yeah, it's god awful. I mean, I can tell you, it's like it's a team owner's worst nightmare. Whenever your riders are consistently getting hurt, I mean, at some point, Mitch and his entire organization has to be looking inward, like, what are we doing wrong that is putting so many of our riders on the injured or the injury list? Is it the motorcycle? Is it the riders themselves? Is it the high pressure scenario of expectation to win when on PC Cowie? I think that there's a lot of different variables that could go in there. Some of the PC guys that I've talked to personally have said, that the bike is fantastic. But the thing about the PC Cowie is you have to ride it at 100% for it to work fantastic. Anything less than that, and the bike is not very good. And so I think that could be a Cowie thing. Whereas like, I mean, we don't have that problem on KTMs. That's, and like, I mean, our shit's stock. I'll tell you that right now. But like,
is it like implementing like a team trainer or something to have them work on technique or something? Like, is it I mean, dude, like that's needed.
Well, think about who we're talking about. We're talking about Austin Faulkner, Carson Mumford now, Chris Blows, Joe Shimoda, Cameron McAdoo. Like, dude, these guys are no slouches. Excuse me, they're no slouches. Like, I don't know where this is. I don't know what it's rooted in, and you know what? I don't think they do either. If I had to just pick something, like there's an issue because X thing, I would say it's the soil that they spend so much time training on. It's California hard dirt. And the thing about hard dirt is when you slam, which is inevitable, by the way, like when you crash, not if you crash, but when you crash, that soil just sucks when you hit the ground.
It's like concrete, man. It's like hitting the concrete pad.
It's
like
tracks.
The track, dude, the track that we're looking at right now in Portland, the track that they're practicing on is nothing like this.
I definitely agree. We've all seen the videos of the Cali hard pack clay tracks. They're not like this. So in the least.
So when do the teams realize that like East Coast dirt is going to be king? Because I feel like the East Coast dirt is average. Like if you had to average out the dirt in all the arenas, right? East Coast is kind of like that, like middle ground where everyone's got their time spent on the bike practicing in like a softer dirt. It doesn't have to be East Coast dirt necessarily, right? But you got like Portland right here or Seattle, right? Whatever. Like that dirt's soft. Like I'm watching the whoops. Everything's rutted up.
Super soft.
Everything's rutted up, and it's one main in. So like Jeff's got a good point with these guys are practicing. I don't know how many days. Let's say 3-4 days a week that they're on the bike. They're riding on like hard pack Cali dirt at 100%, and then they go to like a soft dirt, and it's totally different. It's not going to feel the same. The bike's not going to feel the same. They're chasing settings. They're chasing feelings. They're battling that mental game. So,
no, I definitely agree with you. And honestly, like for somebody who rides a lot of the Cali stuff, like the hard pack, like the deserty kind of high desert type stuff, dude, Mumford is actually kind of impressing me. We all know Pierce Brown's pretty solid. We've seen him up front for a little bit here and there, but dude, we haven't seen Mumford up front in I don't think ever since he's turned pro.
Yeah.
And it's he looks like he's gelling with the bike. Took a little bit extra time to get used to the new Cowie for him and really dial things in, get honed in on the bike. And he looks like he's going to be solid. Do you think he's got what it takes to go the distance in a main event though, James?
I'm sorry. I was paying attention to how not fun this track looks.
Do
you guys notice? Do you guys notice
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got sucked into this, and this track isn't. This is the least fun looking one that I've seen all year.
It's pretty gnarly looking, honestly.
Yeah.
Is that a faux sand section? It looks like a loam section.
I don't even know what that is, dude.
Got
It
a
doesn't.
New England section.
Yeah.
New England, a little bit of Crow.
Yeah, a little bit of Crow Hill, a little bit of Southwick.
That's funny.
Brown took the heat race win. Okay.
I dig it, dude. Is that Hampshire? Dude, I forgot. Is that Hampshire 24?
Wait a minute. Am I behind you guys?
Well, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a delay with it. But
yeah, we're all on like different coasts.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I'm on an ad now. I'm watching it.
Yeah, so am I, James. So I think you and I are on the same boat.
Okay.
I'm getting pizza ads also.
Oh,
okay.
I'm getting monster
Jeez.
ads.
boy.
But what I was saying, James, is do you think Mumford's got what it takes to take the way that he's riding right now, which is actually pretty good, and bring it into a main for a respectable ride?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for him to be inside the top 10 is definitely not unrealistic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, no offense to him, I'm sure he's a great rider, but being consistently up in the front, those guys are just on a whole nother level. But I think he can for sure, have a respectable finish tonight, just based on what I've seen so far.
I would agree with that. And I think a lot of people in the chat would agree with you. Speaking of the chat, want to say a huge what's up to everybody in there who's been interacting with us. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Jer. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Jack. Thanks to everybody for joining in. T. Anthony Thomas, what's up, brother? Thanks again for joining in, and all the other people who are in here as well, watching along with us. We appreciate you guys. And don't forget, if you want to take it a step beyond just watching us talk, come join us at the races, thecollectivexp.com, where you guys can get signed up to come behind the scenes and work with top pro teams like Jeff Crutcher's very own RRCZ KTM team. You're working with that guy right there at the pinnacle of the sport, helping on things like video content creation, social media support, mechanic support, and so much more. Team management, the whole deal. You guys can get behind the scenes, work with top teams, build your resume, and get a career in the sport. I promise you, we make it so much fun, so worthwhile. And the funding that we raise goes to help all these guys out here who are making it a reality for us to be able to watch this stuff. So shout out to all the privateers out there. TheCollectiveXP.com, at TheCollectiveEX on Instagram. Click the link below in the description. You guys can be at the pinnacle of the sport, doing what you love and making a career. Also, a huge shout out again to our sponsors, FXR Racing, Flow Vision Goggles, EVS, the great people at Evans Power Sport Coolants, as well as Overshare Advice and Planning. We thank those guys for coming on board and supporting us as we do our thing. Bobby, looks like you have a question for Jeff. So Jeff, Bobby is asking, since he has a team, why did most of the manufacturers move away from Cali and go east?
Why is everyone leaving California? It's the worst place in America.
Oh, deep answer. Deep answer.
Boom.
I don't know. I mean, that's.
It's trash, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. It's extremely expensive. Dude, gas here, are you ready for this? Is $287. Okay?
Ooh, that's cheaper than it is here.
No, it's like $320 out here, bro, in the sticks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So my point is, meanwhile, California, dude, it's still over $5 a gallon for the same exact thing that I'm getting almost half of the price here.
That's wild.
Also, the weather, dude, I went riding today. It was awesome. I mean, yeah, we have some cold times. Okay, go south to Texas. Like, problem alleviated. But like the whole California thing, dude, the days of California being the pro central of the industry, they're long gone. I mean, everybody's moved to Florida. Cost of living is significantly lower. Cost of Operating a dirt bike track is much lower.
You can actually own one in Florida.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also income taxes. And I mean, like, now this is I'm not going to say names or numbers, but a lot of the guys that race, they still claim not being in California, even though they lived in California and own houses in California. Their where their business is set up is not in the state of California. It's back at mom and dad's house in, North Carolina or whatever. So that's so much of it is simply cost of doing business in California. It's not sustainable for a motocross team.
No,
Gotcha.
not at all. I mean, the cost of living in California and the taxes and everything, like Jeff said, is absolutely insane. And now Florida has a different pay grade, right, as far as like jobs go and everything, but the cost of living is not as much as California. So if I'm a star Yamaha like they did, I would absolutely move to Florida. They moved to Florida. They worked out a deal at the Go Farm, and it's way better. I think the dirt, as far as the dirt goes, is way better, and they got themselves a good deal over there. So
much of that also was built around the fact that Yamaha moved their headquarters to Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. A smart move, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just going to say, such a smart move.
But I mean, look at that. Like, if one of the largest manufacturers in motorcycles puts their main distribution center in Atlanta and is basing their U.S. operations out of the state of Georgia, I think that the people that are running the business at Yamaha USA, that they understand a thing or two about doing business, and that's why, I mean, they didn't do that just cause.
No, they did it for a reason.
Yeah, because Yamaha's number one goal is to make money.
Oh yeah, all the manufacturers, anything.
That's business. So, I mean,
that's
the
business.
whole point of business is to make money. And so, like,
100%.
If it's easier to make the money and it costs you less to make the money in a different place, well,
do
go
that.
there.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. What also makes sense is we've got a plethora of talent out front in this latest heat race, the 250 heat number 2. We've got Kitchen out front. We got McAdoo in second, and we've got Jet Lawrence in third. We've also got Robertson, in fourth, and then Volan in fifth. Super cool to see Volan up there finally. Looks like he's battling with the boys a little bit. Kind of, didn't say I wrote him off a little bit, but also, he's had the most stellar of pro careers to date. But Kitchen is looking super fiery, especially in the whoops. Coach James, when it comes to whoop sections, do you think that like the taller riders have a huge advantage? Because I feel like I suffer, not that tall of a guy. I wish I was, but do you typically see your taller students have an easier time in whoops?
Yeah, I would say so. The one thing that is that you really have to be careful for is if you are a taller rider, the more that you move, the more weight that you're throwing around. You know what I mean? There's more mass. So you have to be more precise as a taller rider. However, you will have more leverage over the motorcycle, which is key.
What if you're carrying a little bit extra weight in the ass area? Does that affect how you ride? I'm asking for a friend, not for myself. I'm just curious.
More traction,
more traction, baby. That's all it is.
I like that answer.
Hey, speaking of having more ass, did you guys see the 100% ad for Levi Kitchen?
No,
I did not.
Okay, well, let's say so. They're all in their Thor gear, and it's funny because it was a 100% ad.
Gear.
Yeah,
I know he's getting it.
But Tyler, you haven't seen this?
No.
Oh my god, dude!
I live under a rock, man.
Kitchen has, dude, his hog is like the size of a baby arm holding an apple. And it is so evident in this photo, dude. And it is an ad for 100%, and the fucking comment section is unreal on his post.
100%
good for him, dude.
authentic.
Good for him.
Do you think his DMs were lighting up after that one?
Absolutely. There's no way. I mean, from girls and guys alike, dude.
I mean, yeah. At one point, as a man, do you not appreciate that?
Yeah, I mean, no gay, like just dude. I mean, when a guy's got a giant, dude, when a giant guy, Sorry, I'm just watching this battle here. This is really shaping up. Obviously,
They're close.
yeah, I'm cheering for McAdoo because that's my guy.
That's your dude.
That
That's-
is my guy.
Dude,
I mean-
him and Jet are literally like
Yeah.
wheel to wheel. Damn, Jet is good.
I like
Oh.
seeing somebody challenge Jet because for the last like 3 weeks, Jet's just been untouchable. And the fact that somebody's putting Jet not into his place, right? But hey, Jet, you're not the only fast guy out here. I can ride just as well as you. I like to see that.
Also, how
Yeah.
about the fact that Kitchen's 3 seconds ahead?
I was just gonna say that too. Like, yeah, we gotta keep an eye on Kitchen, but it's nice having that parity in there. 3 different people that could actually toss it up together.
Yeah.
That makes for
Yep.
excellent racing.
This kind of reminds me of like the 1990s Supercross racing where guys were super close, the top 5,
Yes.
top 6,
Yes.
very close to each other.
Yes.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the very end of the race. And
Yeah.
like that stuff is exciting. If you ever go back and watch any of that stuff, you're like, yeah, I wasn't even born yet. Yeah, that's so exciting. Like it doesn't matter, like look at
Dude,
oh my gosh, dude, Jet's pissed.
What makes you say that?
Just keep watching. Just keep watching.
Yeah,
you-
I missed. I'm not there yet. I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
Dude, I saw them getting super close to
Oh
each
my
other.
god.
Dude.
Okay, well, I just saw it.
Watch Jet.
Yeah.
Oh!
Dude.
What are they doing?
and they're still battling.
And they're still at it. Like Jeff said, they're still there.
Dude, has there been like a time when we've had so many freaking crashes like this? Like, I feel like 2023 is just
gets the
crazy with crashes. Oh!
Oh,
Oh, this is a good one, dude.
Oh
Like-
Jesus.
I like Jet wants to be mad at like McAdoo, but like
Yeah.
there's nothing that McAdoo did wrong. Like
Yeah,
he's-
they're
in
racing
his-
close, dude. They're
he's in
racing
his
tight.
inside line.
Yeah.
He stayed within his line. That like don't get mad, bro. Like get better. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
All
So
right.
Coach James and Mr. Crutcher, sir, you both have raced pro-ams, pro nationals, the whole deal. When you're racing close like this with somebody, how close is that line of like, I really like want to knock this guy down, but I also want to race him tight? Like, how do you navigate those waters?
James, take it.
Okay. I mean, I guess it really all depends on the situation. Like if you have guys that are, or say if I was coming up on someone that we were so close in speed, like
Mhm.
you just approach that differently. Like you have to respect the guy. Like it's not like, you're coming from behind and you're 0.8 or a second faster than the guy a lap.
Mhm.
So there's a different level, like something like that. Like I don't really understand why Jet would be mad. That's more of a racing incident, I think. Just two different lines coming together on a technical track. But I would say in scenarios like that, you really have to pay attention lap after lap, see where you're faster than them. And you kind of have to preemptively decide where you're going to go in a lap or two when you want to make that move.
That sounds like it's some dicey and quick decision making while you're at speed. So I can only imagine.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's different when you're, way faster than the guy. But for these guys, especially, they're making mental notes as they go around the track where they're going to get someone.
God bless. Mr. Crutcher, you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're setting someone up the entire time that you're behind them. If you're going faster than them, it's one of two things. Either it's just the second you're on them, it's attack, or it's, kind of playing a little bit of a game. And like when Jet made that pass on McAdoo, he was planning that 2 laps and ahead. He was doing Jet was going outside and he was going double, single, and then McAdoo was triple, single, but was launching further. So Jet came underneath him. Dude, that whole thing was planned like a lap or two in advance. That was not some accidental thing. But to your point, as far as like, closeness of racing, I mean, to me, the point of racing too close is whenever our bars are locked together. Everything aside from that is fair game. And I'll give you an example. Another kid, a guy that I don't really get along with, and I raced last year, and we started right next to each other, and going down the start straight, I just hooked a right into him, and I got underneath him. And there's GoPro video of it. I got underneath him and I'm throttled down and we're clicking third gear. And I'm literally going like this, trying to hit his elbow to send him off to the right, just because fuck him. I don't like him. And
I know who that is.
Yeah. And I ended up, I was in front of him coming out of the first corner. So it worked. I don't think there's too close of racing. There's obviously dirty racing, of cleaning guys out. But there's no such thing as too close of racing in my book.
Yeah. One of the things I learned, I like to just say, like when I got into the A class, like a pro A or whatever, James will know, like in NESC, they do pro A together. One of the things I learned when I first got in is like your B riding is like this. And then when you go to pro A, it's like this. And there's a fine line. And like, some dudes will take it very personal that you like bump them or whatever. But like getting into it for the first time, it's like a holy shit moment, because you're like, is this how everybody races? Is this like how like it goes? And that's how it goes. And it's close. Not nobody, but for the majority of the guys that are racing, they're not there to clean you out, but they're not going to give you a line. And if you're in their way, right, if they think you're in their way, they're going to put you down, that's just racing. That's fine. But a lot of the beat kids now, like a lot of the younger kids, like come in and they're like, well, this dude, he fucking took me out and whatever. And it's like, hold on. I watched you go into the turn and he took your line and you went down. He didn't take you out. He just took your line. Like there's a difference between taking out and taking a line. Well, whatever. And they get all upset. And it's like, no, dude, like you have to understand that if you're not going to hold your inside line, they're going to take it from you. And if that means you fall down, that means you fall down. Sorry. Not really sorry, but sorry. Like you hold that inside line if that's the faster line at the time. Yeah. I mean, I had a friend of mine come in. He hit a triple. I just did the double. He did the triple. He came in and took that line like that, inside line, and gone. And I'm like, well, I'm okay. Like I gave him that inside line because I chose a different line. So,
the only person you can be mad at is yourself for leaving the door open.
Yep. 100%. 100%. If somebody comes in and just T-bones you, that's a little bit different. But if you're leaving lines open and an option for someone else behind you, that's on you. You can't get upset.
Yep. My dad used to always just say, "Is like, well, if you don't like the way that guy rides, go get in front of him next time and run away." So yeah. So speaking of that, James, you train a lot with the Lawrence brothers and a bunch of other top pros through the Moto Academy. What do the Lawrence brothers do so differently that allows them to be like just like heads and shoulders above the rest of the pack, dude? What do they do differently? What is their secret sauce?
To be honest, there really is no secret sauce. They're just so primarily focused on technique. And if you just get the chance to go there and with AJ or whatever and watch them ride, take the opportunity, because it's beautiful, like to watch it. It's insane. But they're never sprinting. Like they're just flowing around the track. And I mean, they do motos together and they're pushing, but it's like there's no stopwatch. There's no they're just it's weird, dude. I've never seen it before. And then I've also watched all the star guys train. It's like the opposite. It's like it's like the difference between like how Michael Jordan would like shoot free throws and do drills, and then you would have I don't know, some other guy doing scrimmages 5 days a week. Like it's insane. Star Yamaha races every day, and those guys are just doing their own thing and working on technique. What happened?
Fuck,
What
Jeff
happened?
Crutcher. Jeff Crutcher just cracks me up, dude. He's trying to distract me, is what he's trying to do.
It worked.
Jeff knows what catches my eye, and immediately, like,
Was that a pink cup or something? What was that?
no. No, Jeff's a very good curator of a very good eye candy on Instagram. I'll just say that, man. The guy is a magician.
Hey, so on this note, check this out, dude. Morantz is about to pull the whole shot. He did. Look at that. I literally was just about to say, man, I bet Morantz pulls the whole shot here.
Dude, Moranz is like, he's like a people's champ, man. That guy is insanely good in the dirt bike. I don't think he gets enough credit, man.
Yeah, Kevin's got it going on, dude. I mean, look,
He
he's
does,
wedged.
man.
He's wedged between Christian Craig and Aaron Plessinger right now.
That's not too shabby, right?
That's
I mean,
pretty good company to be in. Let's see how long you can hold this.
I like that. Heat number 1 for the 450s. Christian Craig looks like he's feeling pretty comfy on that Husky. I'm a mere mortal. I'm not a professional athlete like all you yahoos. But when it comes to switching and getting onto a new bike, how long does it usually take you guys to get comfortable to where you feel like you can really push in a pro event? I mean, for me, I need like 6 months to like a full season to get used to a bike. You guys, I'm sure, it's pretty
6 months, bro.
dude. I also don't ride as often as I should,
No,
so
all right.
give me some, give me some leeway. But Mr. Crutcher, I'll start with you, man. We'll go around the table. Like, how long does it take for you and some of your riders to get used to a new bike setup?
Myself, as long as the bars are in the right position and the levers are at a good angle, controls are flat on the foot controls, 2 laps, honestly. Like, I mean, I can hop on any bike, as long as it's not, just a giant pile or has weird stuff about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, give me a couple laps and I can run within probably, a 2 or 3% percentile of the bike that I'm super comfortable on. And by the end of the day, I'll probably be going the same lap times. The bike, dude, to me, it's not the bike. It's adapting, to the bike and being able to ride it in the correct body position. But it's not about, like, dude, Yamaha, Cowie, KTM, Suzuki, whatever. I'm gonna go to the same speed. Like, I'm gonna go my speed. Yeah.
Coach James, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling about that?
Well, I'm definitely not I'm gonna take more than 2 laps for sure. To get used to it. That's impressive.
Probably not 6 months like me, right?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking somewhere, I was saying somewhere probably 2-3 hours, get used to the geometry of the bike. I mean, I've been on KTMs for so long now, so it'd probably take me a couple hours to get to full speed. But
Are you a 450 guy, James?
No, I run 250s and then I practice on a 350.
Nice.
So yeah.
Holy shit, is that Cole Seeley?
In
fourth. What?
Yeah, man.
Why?
He got lost it.
Why is he racing?
Is he? What? Yeah, whose bike is he on?
Is he broke?
Oh,
I don't imagine he's broke, dude. Like,
those garage builds just aren't carrying.
It's not paying the fucking mortgage, bro. I'm telling you.
you guys think
I like that.
gonna win this week or what?
AP, dude, I hope so. This is his home track, kind of, right?
Ooh.
He's good here.
I want to make
Craig,
one comment on switching bikes, right? And like getting comfortable on something. Obviously I've been riding a Yamaha 450 for like 2 seasons now. Like Jeff had said, as long as the bars aren't like super wonky, I'm not super picky on like bike setup. I got onto a Husky 450 end of the season last year, and within like 5 laps at MX 207, I was like, this thing is incredible. I mean, I didn't really care for like the super, 450 power. Like I'm kind of over it, to be honest with you. but like I think with the bikes being so good nowadays that like you get a comfortable rider triangle set up, you can kind of get on any bike nowadays and ride it, because the power delivery is a big thing, but they're all controllable. No matter what bike you go to, you can control it with the couplers, or you can control it with an app via Bluetooth or whatever.
Couplers. What are couplers?
Couplers. Kawasaki does couplers. Yep.
Oh, like you can plug into the ECU.
Yeah.
Yep. So they have
Okay, got it.
white coupler and a green coupler, and the white one would be a bit more aggressive, so you gotta unplug it, plug it back in. But with the Yamaha, like I can play with maps and change with the power delivery and stuff. And the 2020 and 2021 and 22 Yamaha 450 is just kind of a dog. It's big, wide, and it's got a ton of power, which is okay. But yeah, anyways, just my experience getting onto like a Austrian bike after being on like a Jap bike, a Yamaha bike, it's like it's night and day. And it doesn't take a lot of time to get used to those Austrian bikes, to be honest with you.
Dude, I'm hoping that Coach James buys me one for Christmas, because I've been drooling over his for God knows how long. So
yeah, and you had me put a 350 gas on my wish list for you. So I mean,
yeah, I'm getting all the boys hooking me up.
Hold on.
Then I'm gonna send it over to Crutcher to get like the zhuzh with the graphics. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that? The what?
The zhuzh, the chef's kiss.
Boys, my lights are going out here. I gotta change the battery in my light tower. It's a Milwaukee tower, if you were wondering. But
Yeah, I was wondering what was
You
going
got-
on.
hang
there,
on one
man.
second.
I thought he was strobing out for us, man. I was gonna start getting a little bit of.
You got at least
Straight.
5 amp hours on that battery.
I was trying to get excited, but
I'm just a bit of a nerd. Sorry.
it's all good, dude. We all are. We'll get back at the race right now. We've got Plessinger
go.
looking solid. Plessinger is hooking that one rut going across the finish like nobody else, dude. He is just letting it hang out, and it is freaking sick. Like I love the fact that he's letting the confidence from last weekend kind of pull over in this weekend. So shouts out to him. Also, seeing AC out there, dude. Like kid's looking like he's trying to get back into form, but he's making baby steps, baby strides each and every weekend. Tyler, I mean, you've been out on injury quite a few, here and there throughout your career. Like, how long does it usually take you to kind of get the mental side kind of rein back into where you can actually come out here and get back to form like you previously were?
That can vary on the type of injury. I've had a concussion before where I was out cold for about a minute, and like I had to take a month or so off, and that took a while to like get over the fact that like it could happen again. And then I had been landed on before and had my foot crushed to the point where I had surgery and stuff. It's really some guys will tell you that it doesn't matter what type of injury, you just need to like get over it, right? But the severity of it does have a play in it, in my opinion, and at least in my own personal like experience. It takes a month or so to like get through that. And if it's peak season and you take 2 months off because of an injury and you get back and it's like starting to get fall out here in New England, it's very difficult to like feel like you are back to where you belong, as far as like the top 5 or top 10 or whatever. No matter how you dice it up, man, it's very, very, very difficult. And these guys race at such a high level that I couldn't imagine coming back with a broken arm or whatever it is, right? And then racing at the top level where you're supposed to make money. And that's what like you're relying on your income from racing professionally to pay your bills. I can break my foot and collect 3 or 4 months of short-term disability and like kind of do okay, right? But these guys don't get any of that. They're basing off of making money at the races. So the mental side is really difficult, is what I'm trying to say. It's a difficult thing to get through. I mean, Crutcher has he blew his knee out pretty good last year, and I mean he could probably attest to it. Takes a little bit of time to kind of mentally prepare yourself a little bit, get back to it. I don't know.
No, my knee was good, and it actually wasn't last year. It was the year before.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, how dare you, dude? Not remember my
You know what?
injury from
Come on.
2 years ago.
Send me off. I'm out of here. See
Yeah,
ya.
dude, just push the mute button, honestly. No, I broke my right tibia and fibula and
Ooh.
dislocated my ankle all in one go. And that was on Easter Sunday of 21. Yeah. Yeah, that was tough, dude. I came into that year hot off of the Arena Cross series. I mean, I had a 250 and a 450, and my bikes were like perfectly matched. And I was, what's funny is like my sticker kit was very racy looking. Like I had, fresh Fox gear for the season. Like I was really in like race mode. And I had that leg injury, and like, it took me quite a while to get back to, walking. That was I remember whenever I first started taking my first steps to the bathroom, what like an accomplishment that was. And like, it was like emotional for me. It's like, okay, like the process has begun and it's time to trust it now. And so it was hard, to get past that. And then also, so what's wild is, I don't know, Tyler, I think that we've talked about this, Dave. I don't know if you and I have, but when I broke my leg, I was in the middle of nowhere in Iowa, and they took me to a local county hospital, and they had to get my boot off of me to set the ankle back in. And whenever that happened, like I said, this county hospital, there's no anesthesiologist. So the alternative was they got me dialed in with a heroic dose of ketamine. And I went on a very, very wild trip.
Dude, I got morphine one time when I had tore my liver at Southwick.
Yeah.
Dude, I felt like I have never felt that good in my life. It felt like a bunch of angels were just like pushing me into the bed and like massaging me. And like, I don't even take like over the counter pills. Like the only thing I take in the morning is like magnesium, some zinc, stuff like that. But I don't take like aspirin or anything like that. Dude, I was
straight edge.
Dude, I was on a freaking ride. Hey,
yeah,
it was insane.
Dude.
Do you know the difference between heroin and morphine?
Dosage?
No, one you get from a hospital and one you get on the street.
They're both the same thing?
It's the same thing.
I'll tell you what, I was on a morphine drip when I broke my femur, some years ago. And that was some of the best.
Yeah. I will say, when it hit my system, I puked all over my nurse. But then after that, dude, like, and I apologize to her because she smelled really good. She was kind of a smoke show. But dude, I literally, like, after that, I was like, this shit is great, dude.
Did you get that? Did you get the cold and like,
yeah, the warm
that cold, like,
I got the warm sensation, and that the warm sensation made me like,
it was too much.
Yeah, release my
that'll get you queasy. I mean, if you go from like that cold in your veins of like the drug going in, and then you get warm, you could get sick. I'll tell you, one of the craziest things I've ever experienced in my life was I came to from my foot surgery, and I came to, right, and all of a sudden I'm like shaking. I'm shaking because my body just came from surgery. I woke up from the anesthesia, and the dude was like, all right, hold on, just hang tight. I'm going to get you something. The guy shot me with like 3 doses of like, I don't know how much it was, but it's fentanyl. He gave me like 3 small doses of fentanyl. I'm not kidding, guys. Like within 15 seconds of him saying, hold on, I got you. Like, I was like,
yeah, I've had fentanyl before too. It's
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So in the ambulance on the way from the track to the hospital, when I did that leg injury, they gave me fentanyl in the ambulance. So I was already
Yeah.
on one.
You were
Yeah.
juiced up, baby.
Yeah. I'm fucking juiced, bro.
Dude, that shit is no joke. And like, I know I got a best friend of mine that's hooked on shit like that. And like, okay, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it. Like, damn.
Sucks.
That
There's
stuff
so
is
many
gnarly.
motocross racers that happens to, where they have,
Yes.
you know, like a back, hip, or leg injury that just takes so
Dude.
long to heal, and they're
Izzy and the
terribly
rest.
painful. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
just
like,
Yep.
I mean,
such a bummer.
I've got 3 or 4 buddies here in Kansas City that I mean, and it changed them forever. And
Oof,
like they're gone. I mean, it's terrible.
that sucks.
I was
That's
always like,
insane.
I've always been really lucky to where like anytime, I just don't have like that desire for that feeling. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, in my cabinet in the bathroom, I mean, I've got enough to put a man down, you know, of painkillers and muscle relaxers. And like, I mean, I have muscle relaxers that I got from hurting my back like 4 years ago that I
Jeez.
still haven't used all the way.
Those things can fund a whole race motor, man, on the streets. You got to get those things moving, man. You got to start getting on the
You
game.
gotta put them in
Jesus
the
Christ,
fucking
Dave.
No, do not do that. Just kidding. These are just jokes,
Yeah.
people. Do not do
I
that.
mean-
We don't condone
Yeah.
that. These are jokes.
I had when I had my foot surgery, they gave me like a bottle of oxycodone, and I started taking it because the pain was pretty bad after like 2-3 days of the surgery. And after like 2 days, I was like, dude, this stuff is so good. Like, I can't wait till like 6 o'clock to take my dose. Like, I couldn't wait. So I actually, after the 3rd day, I got rid of it. I flushed it. I told my dad to flush all of them down there,
Yeah,
the toilet or whatever.
That's dangerous.
And like, because I'll tell you what, if I didn't have that willpower and like that cognitive, like that mental, whatever, to know that shit's bad, right?
Yeah, it's just identifying that you're playing with fire.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't be here talking with you guys. I'd probably be some junkie somewhere because like that stuff was so good. It was so good that like I was like, yeah, I can't wait for my next dose. Like my foot hurts, I can't wait for my next dose. And like it's so bad. Like they gave me like 15 of these pills. And I'm like, I don't need that much. Anyways, we can go down a rabbit hole. I won't go down there. But as far as extreme athletes racing Supercross, these guys have a very fine line that they have to balance on, especially when they get into an injury. And it goes from the pro ranks to the amateur level and to the regular Joe blue collar stuff. Like these poor guys go out there, they get injured because they love doing, they get hurt doing what they love or whatever, and they get hooked on a drug, and it's like it's garbage.
Gnarly, absolutely gnarly.
Yeah,
it's guys in the chat. Let us know which race or which crashes that you guys had that's been the worst so far. We want to hear about your worst crashes to date. We'll talk about them.
Yeah,
we've got the 450 heat number 2 on the screen right now. Webb out front, followed by Anderson with a hard charging Sexton in 3rd, Tomac in 4th. Shout out to Justin Starling, one of the newest additions to the collective family. I actually got an intern this week who's helping him with some content. So if you guys want to work with some main event 450 riders, head to thecollectivexp.com, at the collective on Instagram, or just click the link below. You guys can come behind the scenes with us and work with top teams and things like mechanic support, social media support, content creation, team management, and more. You can work with guys like Mr. Crutcher and a bunch of other teams out there to take your passion and turn it into a career in Supercross. We've had over 80% of our interns get a full-fledged gig in Supercross and motocross. We want to make it happen for you. Thecollectivexp.com, at thecollectivex on Instagram. Click the link below. This race turned out to be a pretty good one. The track is breaking down like crazy, which makes me just really want to agree with James even more about how this track does not look like fun. If you had to pick between one of them, James, between like Indy, Detroit, and this one, would you still choose this one as the worst track of the season?
This one right here, no.
Yeah.
And Indy was by far the worst, I think.
Oh, yeah. Indy's always.
Yeah.
The dirt is good when the track is like fresh. I will say that. But other than that, it's when at the end of the night, those holes, those ruts, those kickers, those divots. I
don't think this track compares to
It's
that. It just looks. it just looks not fun. Like, I don't know. None of the rhythms look fun. Like, it's just, but difficulty, Indy, definitely.
What do you think
That was the hardest
these
one.
tracks are missing, like in terms of excitement? Like, how would you have designed this one a little bit better?
Oh, dude, don't ask me. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm the guy that thinks this like if I was riding this, I'd just be
Uh-huh.
like, oh man, I can't catch a flow here. It just seems like the transitions you're just slamming into them. Like I think all the transitions seem a little steeper this year.
Mm.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
So
but
sorry, not to interrupt you, but
no,
on
you're
that
good.
note there, the thing about this, like this soil was junk whenever they built the track. So like the skid steers and dozers were literally sinking into the dirt whenever they were building them. I don't know if you guys watch Corey 100. He's one of the Dirtworks guys.
Mm.
And he does a lot of videos and stuff. And you can see whenever they're doing that kind of shit that like when the equipment just won't build the dirt, the transitions are a liability.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a valuable factor because these guys are trying to deal with like soup, because I know they were getting rain for a while today or yesterday. I mean, it looks super technical. The guys are already jumping through whoops. I mean, it's not an Indy, but it looks like it's drying up, right? But it's gone. It's already gone. They'll touch it up for the next couple races, but it's gone. At least it dried up, because I feel like when you get a track like this that's going to continue to be soft and wet, you're going to always get these nasty ruts and nasty kickers and stuff like that. They're going to cause problems for these guys. But I kind of like to see ruts and corners for Supercross, because it gives guys options.
Yep.
That's an opinion. I've never raced Supercross, but that's my opinion anyways.
Hey, here's a question, and this is something I'm kind of observing here. So I'm looking at like the entry list here of this race, and like, all right, so outside of the top 5, which I mean, I know, pretty much all these guys, but like looking at, okay, so we've got Bloss, Starling, man, let's see him cross the line here, because I was just looking at this. Grant Harlan, Cade Clayson, Chase Marquier. Am I off kilter by saying like, and like Mason Kerr, Stank Dog, as I'm looking at these names, not to say that these guys are not super talented, because they are, all due credit, but like, is Supercross less like star-studded, or is it because I'm older than these guys are? Whereas like when I was a kid, I didn't care who you were. If you're on TV, even in the heat race, you're some random 3-digit guy from Klamath Falls, Idaho. Like, to me, you are a god. Now it's like, oh, I know you, and I know that your motorhome's a pile of shit.
Yeah, I think you just might be too close to it, Jeff. Honestly,
I think that's what it is.
Like, I mean, you're a team principal, dude. Like, it doesn't get much closer to the freaking how the sausage is made there, right?
Yeah, I honestly think that
there's so many kids that like walk through the pits, and dude, just seeing somebody with a pit shirt on, they freaking go bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
So
I think Jeff, Jeff, I think you're it's faded for you. It's faded a little bit, Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think like you talk to like the typical average fan that doesn't see what you see every day, and they see these guys as superstars.
Yeah.
And
most definitely.
And you're right. When we were kids and we're like watching Supercross, or we're watching like motocross, or we're looking through the magazines of like motocross and Supercross or whatever, we're like, whoa, like these dudes are fucking next level.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at these guys. It was like, these are untouchables to me. Untouchables.
Sure. And if you look at it too, like I think things are a little bit different to the point where like we've got so much access to riders now through social, through a lot of avenues like the collective experience, tag. Just so many opportunities for people to really, follow their favorite riders at such a up close level that like it's like so many kids now, like they're able to like hang around Cade Clayson and go hang around Starling, whereas before, dude, like I'm just thinking of names of like maybe like the B status riders of the pro ranks back in the day. Heath Voss, maybe
Well,
like
Heath Voss was no B status. He was the first FIM Supercross world champion.
Yeah, but you know what you know what I mean. Like, I mean, the guy's solid, but like Tyler Evans, who else? Joaquin Rodriguez, like all these different guys like this. Like, dude, those guys were like, they were great, right? But now it's like now you can actually hang out and talk to those guys. If you gave me access to hang out with these dudes, like when I was a kid, it would have been it, dude.
Yeah,
Starstruck, you know what I mean? So I just think there's so many kids that like, you know, that hang out, and especially like James, you know, when we have the our fans for the ultimate fan experience with AJ Cat, dude. You mean those fans are drooling the entire.
They're loving it, dude.
They're loving it. I mean, really, and we're just a bunch of janky friends that hang around and you know ride dirt bikes. But dude, they look at James like James is the second coming. You know what I mean? They look at Crutcher like, oh my gosh, dude, this guy runs a team. He's pro, like the whole thing. So, yeah, I definitely think that now, you know, when we take a step back, these fans, they love the sport. They love these people. They idolize it.
good call. Yeah, it's just I think that it's because I'm interacting with these guys every single weekend that it's like, well, these are just, you know, men that are showing up for work. Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I think that it's comparing it to when I was strictly a fan. Yeah, it was different.
Jeff, is that a laser pointer?
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, I have been, yeah.
Do you have a pet cat?
I have two.
Dude, me too. Mine's running around here somewhere.
Yeah, big cat guy right here. T-Mac, you have two or three?
I recognize.
I got 3, bro.
Yeah. Dave?
I got 0.
We got
Do you have a
1
dog?
and adopted 2.
No. I had a dog. She passed away. She was the greatest thing in the world. But
Yami?
Yami, yeah, Yamaha.
Oh, bro,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
dude.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it happens, man. You know, it's a little while ago, but
that's like the worst part about having a pet.
Dude, I was crying for months.
Yeah.
I would be in the grocery store and just start breaking down in the freaking produce section for no reason.
No.
Dude, I'm such a baby with that stuff though. But honestly, dude, like even if I do a new like another animal and stuff, like I travel so much, man. Like
that's why you got to get a cat.
Yeah, but dude, I have new furniture too, which like I can't, if the animal starts tearing up my furniture, and I finally was able to afford a couch that's not like a piece of junk and like it's like literally can only fit one of my ass cheeks. This thing is actually like comfortable. I can watch the races on it. I can chill. If anything happens to this couch, it will be like atom bombs going off here, dude.
As a cat owner, can I recommend a blanket on top of the armrests? I'm just saying, the cats are going to come up. They're going to want to claw. They're going to want to sharpen their claws, right? So they're going to pick on the furniture and claw it up.
Yeah.
Just put a blanket on the like edge of it, and they'll go for the blanket. They won't know that they're doing to the blanket only. Whatever. Like I'm not going to claw a cat. So I'm just.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, you don't want to do that. But you don't want your $2,000 sofa to get ripped up either.
Oh, dude, I got it on sale, dude. It was like $16.95, man. I got that Friday deal, dude.
I need those.
Guys, I have a question.
Deals.
Yeah, Coach Manni, what's up, man?
Why does Cooper Webb point at someone every time he beats him? I just think that's kind of stupid. No,
he blew him away, bro. I don't know.
That's kind of dumb.
I think it's a mental game thing.
Yeah,
it is a mental game thing, but it's just stupid. There's no reason to do it
because he's an asshole, and that's assholes win races, and they do this.
Yeah, but other guys win races too, and other guys are faster than him, and they don't do that.
Yeah, but they're not assholes.
I guess. You're right.
I guess where like Webb comes in, right? He thinks that like he's got that asshole mentality, like Jeff said, right? So when he does something where he's like, fucking right, bro, like instead of like going, yeah, fucking right, bro, he just goes, boom, right? And I think, yeah, it is a little corny, but like it's working in his brain, dude. It works for his own like mental game. It fucking works. And then like, watch, he'll win another fucking race because he fucking went finger gun. Like it
Uh,
yeah, to you and me, it's like, why, bro? Like,
Douchey.
yeah, right. It's
Little,
kinda
little
douchey.
Dicky, little Dicky.
It's cocky, but hasn't he always been kind of a cocky guy, right?
Yeah. I'm
That's
for
him.
it.
That's him. Dude, yeah, like you have to have that kind of guy in the sport, in my opinion. Like you have to, like, it's motocross. Like it's dog eat dog. Like you want to be the best. Well, here we fucking go. Like leave your.
he's
feelings.
gonna just finger gun everybody to death.
He's gonna finger gun everybody.
Dude,
Yeah.
what an honor it would be to have Cooper Webb finger gun me.
Only
Me being a
few.
KTM guy and all. I mean, I just would love that.
Oh, what
Only
an
select
honor.
few.
What a fucking honor.
What an honor that would be. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, dude. We've got T. Anthony Thomas. We got the ghost of Tupac talking about some RC had it just a little love tap. I don't know what that's about. Jer, we got Zyklon.
Oh,
We got Bobby. Thanks for everyone who's been running in the chat. Be sure to send those questions in. And don't forget, we got a trivia question coming up, and you guys can win yourself some swag.
Cyclone
So
B.
don't forget.
What is the trivia question about?
Cyclone B?
I don't, you know what? I actually don't have one picked out yet. I have a list that we can
Hey,
go through.
I've got a really good one.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, text it to me and let's you know what? I'll have you do it then, Crutcher.
Let me
We've
know
got
when
some-
you're ready, dude.
we've got some
Well,
time.
we're
We
on an
got
ad
some-
break right now. So
Yeah, I have to say we got some time to kill before the LCQs. And don't forget, guys, we usually wrap after the LCQs, especially when it's West Coast, so that these guys can get some sleep, or at least you guys can watch it without us yabbering off in the background. So don't forget, don't forget. But Mr. Crutcher, go ahead, dude. Launch the trivia question, guys. This is for an FXR swag kit, so you guys can stay fly and flossy out there. Thanks to the great people at FXR. Don't forget to use that promo code below to save yourself some money on some fly ass FXR racing gear.
I'm ready to fucking answer this question.
can we
Okay.
answer it? Can we answer it?
You guys are no, you guys get more free gear than anybody else I know. So you guys are
Oh,
done.
I don't get free nothing.
You guys are done, man. You guys are out of this thing.
So, yeah, how does this work? Somebody has to type into the chat what the answer is.
Correct. Everybody in the chat, you all have an equal opportunity. The first person who has the correct answer in the chat will win.
Okay. Are you guys, T-Mac, James, are you guys watching the chat by chance on YouTube?
Yes.
You
Yes,
are?
I'm not.
Okay, I'm not.
I
Fuck.
am.
I'm just thinking, how do we do this to where like the
All right,
three of you can try to submit an answer? I'm gonna be honest, all three of you are not gonna know this. So
I mean, I can answer it because yeah.
it sucks because it's like the power of Google. All right, so
All right.
now I'm gonna word this in a way that Google will not be able to pick it up.
Huh.
I like this.
Who okay, we'll do two parts here. Who is the only motocross racer, professional motocross racer, to win on an American made motorcycle?
Mhm.
Additionally, what class was it in? And what was the motorcycle?
Oh, I might know the first part of.
Dude. I'm just gonna fucking disconnect right now.
So it's who, what was the second part? What class it was in? Yeah. So who, what, and then what motorcycle?
Who and
Can I take a stab at the
What
first
class
part of
and
it?
motorcycle?
I mean, well, I don't know. How's the chat going? Is anybody?
Nope.
it-
nobody
one's typing
won on the
anything?
fucking
Yeah.
Can-Am, right? So it can't be American made Can-Am. So
No, think back further.
oh, that's even yeah, we gotta go back. We gotta go way back.
I think I know who it is.
Dude, Manny, you gotta fucking rally up.
Can I give it a shot?
Dave.
Oh, dude, I don't know. That's going way too far back in the archives for me.
I'm about to fucking hit F right now in the chat.
And nobody in the chat's chiming in.
Not
So we got
oh,
we got a couple.
Bojidar has a comment. He said Harley.
Jer saying Canada.
Oh, we got
Die Clown says Yankee. T. Anthony Thomas is saying ATK American.
I don't even know.
I
So again, this is a 3-part question here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Remember,
fucking
guys,
this up.
three-part question, guys. 3-part
Yeah.
question. Who,
I'm like a 1-part
what
guy.
class?
You know,
Who, what class,
And what bike?
What bike was it?
Yeah. All right, Manny, you want to take your stab?
Trampus Parker.
Negative.
What?
Good. That's a good answer.
Isn't he
That
like
is a good answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't he relatively young?
No. Well,
He's in his
no,
upper
he's not young.
40s, maybe 50. Okay, now here's one for you.
bars are the same.
On the note of Trampus Parker,
Mhm.
what did he and his brother import into the United States?
Was it legal?
Yeah, Parker and Parker was the name of the company,
Huh.
and they imported motocross gear.
Wow.
Huh.
Now the question is, what in motocross gear did they import?
T. Anthony Thomas says Jim Pomeroy.
Nope, not Jim Pomeroy.
No, he must have been close though.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to import something, maybe boots.
Oh, so Parker and Parker were the first importers of UFO gear into the United States.
Ooh, I was gonna say the Biaffi brand.
Biaffi. Yeah,
I had one of those helmets, dude, on 80s.
I bet you did.
I did.
Yeah, you did, Jake.
I
I
bet
don't
you
know
did.
what that is.
Dude, yeah, exactly, James. Like, dude, my dad got this thing from my dad always asked me to this day, he's like, dude, why is your memory so bad? I'm like, why'd you buy me such shitty helmets back in the day, dude? I had like 15 concussions in these like $20 bucket helmets, dude.
Yeah.
Like these hand-me-down buckets.
My dad, my uncle would get me like the HJC, you know,
Yeah.
like no, like I'm not like throwing a jab at anybody, right?
No.
They were on a budget, but
Yeah, same. Yep.
I'm like 14 years old in an HJC special. And if I fucking take a spill at 14 years,
It's over.
Like, there's a reason why I didn't go to college and become educated, like I fucking had enough.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like they're penny pinching in moto, dude. You got to do it. You got to do it. But I'm asking my old man. I'm like, dude, did you love me? Like, come on, man. Like,
well, you see, you wanted the race, right? So we got you the helmet that could fit your budget of racing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's either
right.
you get this or that salad bowl, and I'll put some shoestrings underneath it or something. It'll be good to go.
Jesus.
It got to a point when my dad was doing it for me that I kept fucking falling, that I kept breaking the visors off my helmet, that my dad just said, forget it. I'm not going to buy you another visor, and you're just going to run no visor. And so I ran the Mike Metzger look for like a season. That's
respectable.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I look back at that and I'm like, you know what, dude? Like my dad was just like doing everything. He worked 2 jobs to make it work and whatever. So like, yeah, like I ran the Mike Metzger look, and it's like, I look back at like some of the 65 like pictures I have, and it's like, I've got an HJC green and black helmet, no visor, just like, aerodynamics. That's what we were all about. We are just trying to go fast. That's all.
Yep. That's all. You just want that aero. You just want that aerodynamic setup.
Maximum effectiveness of aerodynamics. That's really all I care about.
There we go, man. 100%. Hey guys in the chat, don't forget we're looking to see who won. Who was the first person to win an American brand for moto? Who it was and what class they rode in.
Jeff won't tell us until
the bike.
That's it, right?
I mean,
Jeff's
the moderator.
That's basically what he's going to do. He's going to leave us on red.
Jeff's the moderator.
Dude, hold on. Am I fucked up here? Like I'm looking up results and I'm not seeing what it is that I thought.
Oh no.
Oh. So I know that. Hold on, you guys keep chatting. I gotta find this because it's
you talk amongst yourselves while I figure out this right answer.
Oh man.
Stand by, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, Coach Manni.
Yes, sir.
You work with a lot of kids in the New England area. You're traveling with AJ Cat himself. You're in the Motor Academy app. If people want to go around and try to lend or have you lend your expertise to them when it comes to the training and following along with you, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you, and what are some of the services that you currently offer?
So the best thing they can do right now is just follow me on Instagram and stay tuned, because I'm kind of in a position where I'm just running rampant here and I don't really know what's going on. And I end up on a flight to California randomly to go do those group classes. So just follow me on Instagram, stay tuned with that, because I'm getting some one-on-one dates up soon on the site. So the site is tour.themotoacademy.com. We have a private lessons tab. There's just nothing in there currently, just because I'm running around. So the time will come for that. Hopefully as soon as it gets warm here, I'll have a couple months where I can do like 2-3 days a week at MX23, 508 International, maybe a few other places as well. But yeah, it's tour.themotoacademy.com, and just follow me on Instagram, jmanny749, if you want updates.
Excellent. And I will.
What a plug, dude.
I will attest, man. I will attest that this dude's got some style behind him. He rides super sound, really good fundamentals on the bike, great technique.
He's pretty quick.
You guys will definitely enjoy trading with James. And also in the chat, make sure you tell Tyler that he has to come back with that podcast, because we miss hearing his voice. We miss getting his insider's take on all things New England. And just make sure you keep berating him to just like get it in gear and get that podcast back.
So I got this. Sorry, guys. I had my stat was just this far off. It wasn't a first place. It was a top 10. Either way, it's still only one rider, one race at one track.
Can you just tell us? Because
Sure.
I'm not going to guess it, dude.
Okay.
Does everybody else feel the same?
So wait, hold on. Let me go to the chat. So Bobby's blasting this one. So he's got BSA, CZ Simpson, 500cc. IJ is another old European brand.
American brand. IJ is what, a Taljet? No, we're talking about American-made motorcycles.
So he's saying Sony DeFeo, Barry Higgins, 100% Sport is saying, hey, what's up from the Dominican Republic? What's going on? 100% Sport. Leatherman, I don't think Harley ever won a race in the late 70s. Lori Hamill, Horst Leitner in 1975 on a 250. Bobby's back saying, I think it's either a CZ, BSA, or Simpson. Those are
this question is way too hard.
Yeah.
And let's see, Bobby is saying, and CC is either 250 or 500. JR is saying ATK Brian Myersco, R4 Stroke National.
So it's Myers-Koff is the name. Myers-Koff. And that's not what I'm talking about.
Oof.
Yeah.
Zycon is saying RJ Protec TT500 at 4th National. And then T. Anthony Thomas is saying Gary Jones Can-Am.
So Can-Am is Canadian.
Gotcha.
Which is Bombardier. It's yeah. Anyway, the answer is
wait. We got one more entry. Okay. Last one. Leatherman saying Rex Stanton, 1976, 250, 5th.
So no.
Oh,
damn, son.
Chat.
Yeah.
Chat.
All right. See, here's the thing: is a lot of these results. Okay, so is pre outdoor nationals. So everything from the 70s is all Trans Ams, Anorams, and there was another name. It was not the AMA Pro National Series that it is today. So I said that word very specifically. All right. So the year was 1990. It's actually more recent than people realize. At this time, they were still separating 125, 250, and 500, and they would run 2 classes on each weekend at the AMA Outdoor Nationals. This weekend at Spring Creek was the track in 1990. It was the 125 and 500 joint national, and Greg Zitterkopf went 10-16 on an ATK and got 10th overall. Now, here's the thing about Greg Zitterkopf is his son, Cole Zitterkopf. He raced outdoor nationals very recently in the last, I don't know, 3-5 years or so, and had a really good run of them. So the reason that I know this stat is because I live looking at the RacerX vault, and you can select by rider names. So the Z, I was like, who the fuck has a name starts with Z? And I saw that. I was like, hey, Greg Zitterkopf. I know who Cole Zitterkopf is. And then I found out that's his old man.
Dude, you know everybody, Crutcher. Oh my gosh.
How
do you know so many?
Curiosity, man.
This dude is like he's like the mayor of Supercross and motocross, dude. This guy knows everybody on a personal level.
I was gonna ask.
It's like it's hard to do. He makes his life harder by knowing these. You know what I mean? These people, dude. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
I was gonna ask, like, how the hell did you know that? But he answered it for us. It's like his curiosity was just like, well, who the hell has a name starting with Z? Like, fair enough. Fair enough. If you're you're curious, you can find out all sorts of stuff.
Curious cat. All right. So with that being said, let's, Dave, if you want to do like a normal trivia question or some bullshit like that's, but also plus 500 points to everybody that took a stab, especially guys that were pulling results from, Gary Jones and Marty Tripes and all those fucking answers. Those were great.
I mean, some of these guys that were throwing like jabs at it, they were there. Like someone said, I was at Spring Creek in 1990. T. Anthony Thomas said, I was at Spring Creek in 1990 camping. And he did 91, 92, 93. So like he kept going there and camping. Dude. I mean, it was a good time. So
my first outdoor national was Spring Creek, 1995.
Oh, sick.
That's actually pretty rad. That's a really good national. That was the first national I brought my girlfriend to, and she had no idea what she was watching.
In 95, bro?
No, not 95. No. Yeah, 4-year-old Dave just
I was like, what the,
I was just macking some blonde babe and holding her hand like this,
Hey, we gotta know. We gotta know, dude.
Hold on. Are you guys seeing these Instagram comments? This is hilarious.
Yes.
What are we looking at?
So on the TV screen, they show some Instagram comments that are prime.
You know what, dude? I don't even want to share like my thoughts on it, but like I just
this is something that I'm sorry that annoys the absolute shit out of me is who's number 53? Is that Wageman on the Suzuki?
Yeah.
Okay, so whoever is like wiping the bikes down at Bar X, they didn't do like 503. Like these guys, whenever the fucking bike is in the pits, just take spray foam and just spray the bike down with a glass cleaner and clean the bike off before it goes to the line.
Yeah, I mean, what's you can do who's your sponsor, Jeff?
You mean that's going on the Ford card? Weisco, Dunlop, Racetech, Duvall?
Well, we use some sort of spray film that we would clean your bikes with at a cross. It wasn't Maxima, but
oh yeah, you would have been okay. So when you came, it was Maxima.
It was Maxima. Yeah.
Yep.
So I would spray the front area of the bike where the TV was going to look at it and give it a quick shine because it might not be dirty, but it needs to look good for TV. Same thing that Jeff's saying now. Just fucking wipe it down. It's not hard.
Just wipe the bike down.
Show some love to the sponsors.
Just give us some love. People are paying money for this stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of money, it looks like we got Drake out front with that whole shot in this 250 LCQ. Also, we got a quick shot of our buddy, Mr. Crutcher, one and only Brendan Shaw out there in the Bar X Suzuki making a move over the 250s from the 450 KTM.
Share needs to make it in, but we have Blaine Silvera on this 446 Suzuki. The bike's completely stock, no stickers on it. I bet he bought that bike online.
Bought the bike online like that. Yeah, holy crap! Is he in second place?
Second or third, something like that.
Oh, dude's got literally zero graphics. Holy crap!
I mean, he needs to protect that inside.
I've got Drake right now in my MX
Oh,
Fantasy.
yeah,
So,
he's giving up that inside. Dude, I gave up on fantasy. I missed a weekend and
yeah,
like completely just space. After that, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. We're not doing it.
yeah.
Dude,
I missed like 4 weekends.
zero sponsors on that bike.
Yeah, I love it. I love that shit, dude. Like maybe people want to like help him out after this, like, all right, the kid's got some, potential, right?
Does he
I don't
still
follow-
have the like tire warning sticker on the rear fender?
Oh yeah,
Probably.
I think that might be, dude. I think that might be like the, warning, keep tire pressure at XYZ or whatever.
Jeez. Hey, Coach James, would you ever run a naked bike like that?
I have before. I mean, not at a pro national, but I pretty much all the time run stock shrouds and
Yeah.
no fender stickers and whatever. I mean, it's just for like, it'll just be for pro-ams or whatever.
I feel like
Like
that's a flag.
Minios ran a naked bike, Daytona ran a naked bike.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah, but it's, I mean,
It's a flex,
You
bro.
know?
Like my bike is like OEM, not OEM plus, but OEM.
OEM. Yeah,
Check it.
this is
like my bike is so good OEM that I don't even need to change the stickers on it. Like
I like the
that's
factory look
stock.
though. That's
yeah,
like,
factory looks good.
yeah, I don't.
The only time I've ever wanted a factory look in a bike was when Cowie came out with their 06 250F, which like
Oh.
completely changed the game. This thing
Yeah.
was amazing. My dad surprisingly got me one. I didn't want to put a single freaking sticker on that bike, dude. I was like, dude, I didn't want my numbers. That thing was just so amazing to me. Like watching Villapoto and those guys like crush it in outdoors.
Yeah.
I didn't want to touch the bike.
I had the
But
07.
07 was, I mean, it's really same bike, right? They're
Yeah,
both super
was.
similar. Dude, those bikes were, I mean, compared to bikes now, I mean, they were okay. But back then, dude, there was no four-stroke that was even close to those.
Yeah, there's some like classic footage from New England at the New England regionals, from like 07, 08. And
Dude,
like
the whole line.
dude, the fucking like top 10 are
Yeah.
all Cowie.
All Cowies. Yeah, all Cowies.
And like they were B riders at the time. They're all heavy hitters in the A class now in New England. Like seriously. And like it's so funny to see those bikes and to see Winchester be such a competitive place at the time. And I grew up racing 85s at that time, so like it's very nostalgic for me to see the bikes and the track layout,
For sure, dude. I literally remember when we went to go pick up our the 250F.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, literally, we sold out. Like we're 70 bikes back ordered, and we had like 200 something that we already ordered ahead of time. And they're like, dude, we cannot keep these bikes like on the showroom floor. Like everyone's buying these bikes, and literally, they had the best contingency, and everybody and their mom had a freaking Cowie, dude.
Somebody's down.
It's kind of that way in the 450 class now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
contingency
true.
is just super
Yeah,
good.
I mean, those Cowie 450s are pretty controllable. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not out of control.
Oh, who's down?
I don't know.
Cowie's down.
This is interesting because Jerry
Ooh.
Robin just passed his teammate under a
under a cross, a medical
or
flag.
maybe that was Politelli got him back. I don't know. This is wild here because you got Politelli, Harrison, and Robin all 1, 2, or not 1, 2, 3, but 3, 4, and 5. Same bike, same
it's a
team.
Yamaha.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh.
Well, that's how you remove yourself from qualifying position.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that, Jeff. Yep.
Oh, come on.
See you
Still
later.
haven't seen it. We're waiting.
Sheesh. Dude, shout out to Jerry Robin, man. That kid has been just like super fast for years now.
Yes,
he did his family did wife swap.
No,
Jerry?
that was no. That was
I
Starling.
thought it was Starling. Oh,
Was it
okay.
Starling?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting my guys confused.
Wait, what
Yeah,
did you just say?
didn't they have like that? Like they had like a fairy princess or something lady on there that was like really into like the earth or something.
It was really weird. So I was wrong with the rider, but Starling's family did like this wife swap back in like the mid 2000s when they had that show Wife Swap. I think HGTV or something like that. But yeah, like the wife that got swapped was like beyond pissed that like he was riding dirt bikes in the backyard and all sorts of weird stuff. I'd like to ask Starlin about that one day if I ever get to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm sure that was. I wonder how scripted that stuff is too.
I don't know. That was.
Oh yeah, Jeff. Yep.
Oh,
If he just fucking kept it together.
This doesn't make sense. They're not
Whoa.
cool. Wow. Oh, let's see. Paulatelli laid
Guys,
it in
nothing has
on.
happened on my screen yet. What is
Ooh,
Yeah,
going
you
on?
don't see. You
whoa.
don't see. Oh shit, son.
they take each other out.
Teammates,
Oh,
the teammates were not okay with each other.
oh, definitely not.
Oh yeah, and there's some words. There's some fucking words. Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude. Paulatelli's not okay with that.
Yeah.
Neither-
Well,
look at Robin, dude.
I mean,
team
if
or
I-
not, dude. I mean,
Team,
that's the
yeah.
difference.
yeah.
Sheesh, that's
I mean,
rough.
Is it that cutthroat, Jeff? That like when you're on a team like that and like it comes down to the last position, do you fuck your dude up? Like, do you just like say fuck you, bro? Like, sorry.
Well, team or no team, bro. I mean, we don't get points for teams. You know, what I
True.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the team aspect is strictly subsidization, whatever the word is. It's, subsidizing costs,
Sure. Sure.
and partner representation, but like, it's not about, there's no team
Helping the
points.
teammate out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeesh,
So I
that
mean,
was- that was
if I had
wild.
guys that were going for the last spot in the LCQ, I mean, I mean, let's not call it a rule, but I'd like to tell the guys, don't crash each other. And if you do, don't crash each other both. Like,
Yeah.
if one of you falls down, that's not the end of the world. If both of you fall down, you're both losing your bonus money. Like, I'm not paying you to do that.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Because I mean, like you said, like, they've got a ride and it's been paid for. So everything after that is kind of a bonus. But if they blow it together, then everyone loses.
Yeah. If both of our guys miss qualifying because they took each other out, no, it's
Yeah.
I'd rather have one guy in and one guy pissed than two guys laying on the side of the track.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most definitely.
That makes
What do you
sense.
guys think about Deegan and Thrasher last week?
Personally, like I think
Wait, you
I
mean
think
Deegan and Smith?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Deegan
yeah.
Smith.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think Deegan got a little overzealous, and like you can clearly see there was some kind of like brake check moments where it's like, dude, just race each other clean. It's a heat race, and your teammates. Like, did I think it was super dirty? No. Did I think it was a little bit like unsavory? Slightly.
Yeah. I kind of agree with Dave. Like, you can race each other, and like the whole teammate thing, like that goes out the fucking door when it comes down to like positions. And
Yeah.
everyone that's in the industry kind of knows that. Like, okay, we're teammates, but Deacon's thing was like, well, he's a veteran, he should know better. Like, he knows how to do this a lot better than I do. But Deacon's aggressive, and like if you look at all the amateur racing that he's done, it's the same kind of racing. He's been aggressive in the past. And it's Supercross, man. You're in the fucking big dog league. Like, this is the big dogs. Like, you want to play, you're gonna have to pay. It's just like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And I think Deegan is just like, I'm hungry. I want it better than you or more than you. And Jordan's just, I don't know. It sucks to see that happen to Jordan, but suck it up, come back next weekend or whatever the hell they come back for East Coast, and maybe you put Deegan down the ground. I don't know. Show the kid what's up. If the kid's that much of a problem, you're a veteran, dude.
I'm
Show the
sorry,
kid what's
but I'm
up.
just going to go ahead and say it right now. You cannot take someone out from the outside. So whenever Deegan passed him around the outside and was closing the door from the outside, that Smith should have just said, you know what, fuck
Checked
it.
up.
Let the kid have it,
Yeah.
and then come back and, cleaned him out a corner or two later. Or
Yeah.
not clean him out, but give him
Yeah.
the business.
That one I think was just a racing incident. I mean, the couple of corners before that where he was like clearly like stopping in the corner and looking back. I'm like, stop doing that crap. The other stuff is fine, but
Are
I know.
they buddies? Are they cool? Are they not cool? Like, what's the situation there?
Right.
sounds like they're okay. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows, right?
I
See,
mean,
now
they
this
drive-
race that's lining up. Now this is the Cowie race right here. Kawasaki Race Champions on the gate.
Hey, you remember that the K Rock,
the croc, dude.
Of course.
dude? That race used to be so much fun, man.
It's still pretty big, Dave.
Is it really?
Yeah. Guy, I know there's plenty of New England guys that go down to Jersey for that race when it comes out in October.
Have I been out of the hood too long or something? I just
Yeah,
don't
you've
hear
been
about it
out.
anymore.
You're out. You're
Oh,
see you
dude.
later.
I'm part of this Texas crew now, man. It's different.
We're not done with Texas, bro.
I gotta come home. I gotta come home and get my swag back.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a good handful of guys I know that like would go down a croc and then they'll just head down to Florida for like the next month or whatever, and they do that kind of thing. But
Dude, I'm gonna have James just fly out and train me for a good month straight, and then just come back with the vengeance and just like actually be able to keep up with everybody from back home.
you'd probably be able to like run top 5 A class, no problem.
Dude, I got to, dude. I'll just like, but knowing James is such a cool, smooth guy. He'll probably come down here, like have like a harem of women just all around him. He won't ever want to go back. Dude's just good looking and fit, just never want to return home,
You'd be better off if he was a hard ass. Like, Dave, you fucking suck, dude. You're slow.
I know, right?
Ass.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? But James is probably not going to talk to you like that.
Thank you for the plug, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tour.themotoacademy.com.
Oh yeah, we love us some James Manni, man.
He's also USMCA certified too. So that's,
I kind of do. You know what? Like whenever AJ does have the classes and stuff and you guys are training, like I really enjoy helping out like the kids who are just learning how to ride, like hand position, elbow, like very basic.
Those are my favorite kids to teach.
Dude, I love that. And again, I'm not a pro rider, so like it's a very basic how to ride a motorcycle skill. I can handle that. I can do that all day. But I'm like, dude, I want to get USMCA certified so that I can just teach like getting started on motorcycles.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, you're going faster than me now. It's time to go hang out with James.
You don't need to be USMCA certified to teach classes.
It's just nice to have that certificate. You know what I mean?
I guess if you, dude, all that it is you just learn how to do CPR. You pay for your certificate, and then they put you on a website registry. There are no benefits to it. I hate to say it.
What say you, James?
Huh?
What say you?
Dude, I'm not USMCA certified, if we're being honest. But
I thought you were.
No, I'm not.
I thought you were. Sorry.
No. I'm indifferent on it, if it's gonna help grow the sport, I'm for it, obviously. It gives people a way to get access to coaches much easier, so I'm for that, but good luck to everybody that does it. I just haven't done it.
I think there's a benefit as far as like being smart enough to understand different threats, right? When you do coach somebody, if you go ahead and coach somebody, right, like to recognize like they do cardiac wise. I've looked into it. They do cardiac wise like training, and they do heat stroke training and stuff like that. So that's smart to know just as a general person, right? You don't even have to be a coach, like just to know like, hey, this dude's having a heat stroke. Like it's smart to know. But like if people are going to do it to go, well, I'm going to get notability or notoriety, and I'm going to be a USMCA coach, and that's why you should train with me because I'm USMCA. That's kind of the wrong idea. I think people want to come to you for what and like your style of training, and if it's genuine, I think it'll work out. That's how I see it.
Definitely agree with that. Just for you guys in the chat, we're gonna throw out one more trivia question, and that question is, and be ready, what year was the first Supercross race ever? So that's going to be go ahead.
I was gonna say, with that being said, while we're waiting on that, Do we notice what all the green bikes in this race are up front?
Oh yeah.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah. Also,
Yep.
They paid us.
so I just text my buddy that's a really big moto coach, does classes all the time. He's been USMCA certified for quite some time. And I asked him how many customers he's had from there. He said none.
Oh shit.
sheesh.
Not one single
Jeez.
customer has he, been contacted by from the USMCA registry. So maybe it's good in certain places, but dude, I mean, like around here, people are not buying dirt bikes and saying, okay, now what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. There's enough influence in your area where they can see it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, or word of mouth that, hey, XYZ guy, he does it. Okay. He's raced pro, or he's done Supercross, or he's done XYZ, whatever. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely get that. We got come on, Bobby. 1948. Come on. First Supercross race, man.
1835.
18.
Bajidar, come on, bro.
Come on, Bobby. All right. So we got the LCQ on 450s. It looks like we've got Cartwright out front with Mr. Cade Cleason in second. I think that's Juwan Cross Juwan Cross in third, and then Norin in fourth. Shout out to the Mad Parts Kawasaki team. And we hope that their team leader, Mr. Bubba Pauly, heals up really soon. Guy got his thumb ripped off, and they're doing some surgery to get it back on there. Wishing him the best. As a huge supporter of the program, we thank them, and we really hope that he's back in action soon so we can see him out there on the track. Also, shout out to Pulley out there. We got Emery, we got Josh Greco, we got Scotty Winterstrom, Jared Steinke, and we've got Mr. OnlyFans himself, Carnow, as well. So shout out to all the Collective Experience boys, those riders who support us. We thank you. And if there's any other riders out there who want to join up, talk to your boy. We want to get you on the program.
Carnow's Collective Experience guy?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
That'd be a fun team to
Dude, he's a lot of fun. He takes care
Intern
of the
with.
interns, man. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good dude.
I mean, especially seeing how he's
Did you guys see that?
OnlyFans,
Yeah, for sure.
that could be fun.
Or dangerous, either one.
Pick your poison, baby.
Dude, Clayson just crashed over the wall.
No way.
High sided himself into the middle of the start straight.
Oh, I
and
just saw
goes
it.
from first. Now it looks like he's in fourth and under heavy pressure from Carnow.
Dude,
okay, so here's the recap of it.
Look at Josh Hill, man.
Whoa,
Josh Hill is freaking.
Oh, baby. That's
I just saw the
that's some
crash.
C-class shit. I'm sorry, but
What
I
happened?
mean, I've done it, but
Yeah,
that's
you just
like you
got it
go with
wrong.
that single just thinking it's gonna send you a certain way, and it just fucking throws you right off.
Oof. That
That sucks, man. I mean, he's still in, but
Yeah.
he's
Is
still
Stinky
in.
on that? Is Stinky on a 2-stroke? 250?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
Good for him, dude. His bikes sound crispy.
He's got some good motor work to those bikes, man.
Let's see. Oh, Cade. Oh.
So there's we'll go with the top 14. It's all cowies, but like 4 guys.
Yeah. Steinke, Kerr, and somebody else.
They're paying. Hey, I mean, for all the people listening and watching, if you want some cool aftermarket Cowie parts, hit up these privateers, slide them a cool couple $100, man. At the end of the season, they might throw you some parts.
Also, what is the FXR deal? You win a free set of gear?
Oh, you get a swag bag.
Swag bag. Yeah.
Swag bag.
Shout out to FXR.
Let's see.
Brad Barons, that gear is looking
dude.
The Cartwright's gear is looking good. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm a big fan of the really bright colors. I don't care what brand it is. I like bright colored gear.
Wait till you see what they're coming out with, man. It looks spicy, man. It looks really, really good. Shout out to Bobby. He's our winner for the trivia. The 1974 answer was the first year of the Supercross
Nice.
world, I guess. The initiation, the inaugural.
Do you guys think he
wasn't
looked
it-
that up, or you think that was organic?
I'm hoping it was organic, Bobby. They better have been organic, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I'll see you at a race this year, and I'll yell at you, Bobby. So that better have been organic, man.
Listen, he's not far from me. He's up in the.
I know, yeah. Bobby's in New Hampshire. He's close, man. I got your address, Bobby. So
I'll fucking find you, Bobby.
Make sure these are authentic, Bobby. Come on.
Jesus, dude.
I'm gonna fucking vet you out, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude. Bobby's been in the program for years, man. He's such a good dude. But Bobby, I will come find you, man. So shout out to Bobby. I went in that one. We appreciate you guys.
I feel like
participating in
that's
that one.
organic because if everybody was looking it up and everybody was, whatever, everyone would be saying 1972 or 4, whatever.
Yeah.
And wasn't it actually called Super Motocross?
I think it was originally.
I think
Or
it
no,
was.
the Super Bowl of motocross.
Super
yeah,
Bowl
yeah.
Motocross.
Yeah.
Super Bowl motocross.
That's so weird, dude. This sport,
Well,
man.
what do you guys think about the new name?
It's so. I mean,
Doesn't
I'm
bother me one bit.
I'm stoked that we're trying to do different things, and shout out to Feld and motocross for trying to keep things fresh. But gosh, that name is so weird.
Dude,
What would be a better name?
Not super motocross.
I'm getting fucking New England Winchester Speed Cross fucking vibes, like Winchester Speed Park.
Dirt
They
bike
do a
cross.
thing called Super Motocross at their Supercross track, and that's all I think about when I see Super Motocross is that Winchester has like a hybrid motocross Supercross track or whatever they want to call it, and that's all I think about, really, honestly.
I still don't really know how I feel about it. I mean, I guess it's not bad, but
It's not bad, James, but like I really think that we should go back 12 to 15 years and bring back some sort of like Supercross track that they used to have. Like from what I remember being a young kid, like 12, 13 years old, they had Dirtworks come out and build a track.
Wait, are you still talking about Winchester?
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
I could
okay.
I was not talking about Winchester.
Oh, I'm still on Winchester, but anyway.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
That's fine.
I think it's fine. I like Super Motocross. Let me tell you what I like better than Super Motocross is SMX.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Because you have NFL, you have NBA, MLB. We needed a 3-letter acronym, and SMX works.
Yeah, it does.
Look at the marketing brain, dude, on Jeff Crutcher. He's locked in, dude.
That's what I do.
He's locked in. This guy, dude.
Yeah,
You gotta love Jeff
dude.
Crutcher.
I mean, we're going to the SMX playoffs. What? That sounds sick. What's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
I dig it. I definitely like that one. Fire at Will is saying, what was the Super Duper Motocross? Super
I mean,
Duper
dude,
Dude,
that's the thing, is, like,
Fire at
everybody's
Will's in
just
here.
gonna-
Are you
ev-
kidding me?
Listen,
Dude, Fire
everybody,
at Will is part of the family, dude. He's been in
I
here for
love that
years.
guy, dude.
He's such a good
Everybody-
dude.
everybody wants to clown on it, but guys, the name's here to stay. So fuck it. We just got to get used to it and just accept the fact that it's called Super Motocross. SMX, it's the playoffs, it's a world championship. It is what it is. There's no getting around it. Clowning on it is not going to make it any different. I
You're right.
embrace it I'm like Scott Stapp from Creed, with arms wide open under Super Motocross.
Welcome to this race.
Yeah.
We'll make you pay everything.
with arms wide open.
Oh, I
Hey,
love that one.
Dave, what's up with your lighting, bro? You got a stripper pole?
What, my lighting with the background?
Somebody's asking about your lighting. Stripper pole vibes.
Oh, Jared with the lighting super stripper pole.
I mean, that's
I'm
some
a fan.
stripper vibes, I guess.
Jared, I gotta make money somehow, brother. I mean,
Dave.
when we wrap on this, a pole comes down. I start making some money. That's where the real money comes from.
Do you remember that episode of Robin Big where Big is a male stripper?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
that's
What did they-
exactly.
What was his name?
Oh man, was it like sexy chocolate or something?
Something. I thought it had something to do with velvet.
Oh yeah, sexy velvet or velvet chocolate or something like that.
Dark velvet, black
yeah,
velvet.
something
I
like
gotta,
that.
I gotta figure that out.
Oh
You
man,
guys are doing that. You get that figured out. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna go into the
actually, it is time for all of us to check out, as that was the
Yeah, dude,
last
it's
LCQ.
that's it? The show ends at the
That's it.
LCQs?
Yeah, we
Oh,
let our great and gracious chat watch the mains without us jibber jab in the background. So
Nice.
with that, thank you guys for watching. This was absolutely incredible. We really appreciate you guys in the chat interacting with us throughout the whole entire night. Don't forget to check out our great sponsorship deals below. Thanks to FXR Moto, EVS, Flow Vision, Evans Power Coolant, and the great people at Overshare Advice and Planning. Use those promo codes so that you guys can save huge and share them with your family. Be sure to hit that like and the subscribe button so that you guys can stay up to date on what's coming out and show us some love. We really appreciate the great community. And thank you to my great, wonderful, amazing guests, the one and only Jeff Crutcher. Jeff, for people who want to follow along with you, where can they find you, buddy?
At Rippin' Ruts, if you know the whole saying, Rippin' Ruts and Nailin' Sluts is the full saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
enter that.
Yeah,
These
that's
guys.
Rippin' Ruts. And yeah, then the team name is RR, as in Rippin' Ruts, CZ for Cycle Zone KTM. So it's RRCZ KTM is the team. I'm Rippin' Ruts. And yeah, I appreciate being on. I had a good time. And as always, OG Mac, James,
Nice to meet you.
Dave,
It's
always
all
a pleasure.
It's always fun. Tyler, for those people who want to follow along with you and find you, where can they find you and follow along?
You can find me and all the GoPro content on OG_TMac. And if you feel like you want to listen to some podcasts or about a year plus old, you can go to New England Riders Corner podcast. And there's some good stuff on there. And if you're looking to talk, not talk, but listen to me and James talk, we did do a podcast probably like 2 years ago. So
That was a while ago, dude.
I know, bro,
Yeah.
but you know what? It'd be kind of cool if you listen to where you were at that time to where you are now.
Yeah,
Most
true.
definitely.
It's still there. It's still there.
Dude, my radio voice has gotten so good.
Oh, I can tell. You definitely
this
have
microphone.
that broadcast voice.
I love it. And Coach James, last but not least, if people want to
Yes,
follow along
sir.
with you and hear that sultry voice of yours, that radio voice
that
on
radio
social,
voice, baby.
where can they follow along and hear more from you, man?
Just JManny749 on Instagram. Forgot my Instagram name for a second. But yeah, that's probably the most frequently visited social media site that I have.
Other than his OnlyFans.
Yeah, other
There you go,
than
exactly.
that one.
verified page on
Don't
Pornhub.
forget, guys, check out Coach
White-
James at the
White
Moto
Velvet
Academy app
OnlyFans.
as well. The White Velvet, White Lavender. Check out James on the Moto Academy app, guys. Don't forget, thecollectivexp.com is your ticket into the industry. If you guys want to go behind the scenes and work with top teams on things like mechanic support, social media support, content creation, team management, and more, we can help you get a career in the sport, just like so many other interns have passed. Some of them I've gone on to do some amazing things, like work with James Stewart, work with the PRMX team, working with people like Jeff Crutcher. Sign up, thecollectivexp.com, at thecollectivex on Instagram, and we will see you guys next week for the Glendale TCE live watch party, and we will have another batch of guests. With that, enjoy your night, have fun, and guests, thank you again.
You're just getting rid of us after this week?
Dude, I mean, if you want to come back, you can come back. I'll never stop you.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, he's getting rid of us. He's gonna find
geez.
somebody else.
Dude, I got to get some blondes on here, man. I got to get some hotties.
I just bought a
You get the hottest lineup you ever fucking had, Dave, right here.
I love it. I love it.
Star-studded, bro.
I love it. I love it. All right, boys. You have a great night. We appreciate
All
you. We'll
right.
talk to you soon. All right.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
Take
thank
care,
you for
everyone.
having us.
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys. Be good.
Goodbye.